step up within that inside linebacker group in his place during these practices?
I'll definitely say Christian Allegro. He's doing a great job right now. He's a young guy. I'm happy the coach got him incorporated throughout the season for a situation like this. Now he's going to get some more major reps, and I think he's ready for it. I know he believes he's ready for it. Great guy, great teammate. I know Tatum Grass is going to be ready to go too. He's been sticking with us the whole season. He's going to finish it out strong. So, we got options. Then, of course, we got Muma. Muma's ready to roll. So I think we have depth in that manner. The linebacker room should be good. We should have a rotation going and get everybody a chance to play in the game.
Jake, you said you're excited for the opportunity to get to go home. You said you're ready to show how you developed over the years here. How do you feel like you developed into the man you are today?
Definitely done a lot of maturing. When I first got on campus, I was a 17-year-old, 4 months just turning 17. So, you could say, oh, he's mature for his age, but in all reality, that takes time to truly mature. And then, you're maturing with the right people around you. Coach Chris did a great job in helping me develop as a player. And then Coach Fickle's at the back end, and, I think he's the greatest coach for me to have right now. And, I think just as a person, I've grown a lot, but even more as a football player, just the understanding of the game and the execution part of it. And, I really appreciate them for it.
What do you feel like is more excited for the hometown or the home state comeback? Is it you or the family? Which side is it? Who's at where?
You're always excited to play a game. Like, I have the same excitement like playing Iowa at Iowa than playing LSU at Tampa. That's a game is a game. But I definitely believe my mom's side of the family is probably the happiest. They're originally from Tampa. A lot of the family members who can't travel up here because of medical issues and all that stuff has a chance to come to the game. So, I think that's going to be huge for my family.
With the way college football is now, the roster looks a lot different than it did 3 weeks ago. What's the hardest part about trying to prepare for another game when so many guys in the 2 deep aren't here, or they show up for the start of bowl prep and now they're not with the program?
I think just the biggest thing, in all honesty, if you're sticking it out and you're an older guy, I think the game gets simpler. But the execution and the want to gets more intense. You're going to have guys out there giving it their all in a simple game plan. So if you come ready to play, but your mind isn't in that right tone of, you got to go, I think that's the biggest issue more than what you're going to see.
Is this the kind of thing that can give young guys a really big springboard? Because all of a sudden now, they might have been third on the depth chart and now they're going to play. Do you view this opportunity as something that can help this program for the future because of that?
Yeah, I definitely believe it. Even if they don't get the in-game reps, but now they're in a 2 deep, instead of being on scout team, they're actually doing the defense now and learning that way. They're finally in the meetings getting coached by the coach on our defense. So, I think that's huge, and that's going to be a big jump to spring ball.
So with Jordan leaving, did you have conversations with him and just what led him to pursue the portal, and just how hard is that when you have someone that you started with obviously you've known him your entire college career, just came in here before you, but just what have those conversations been like with him?
It was tough seeing Jordan into the transfer portal. He talked a little bit about it before. That always sucked. Somebody you've been playing with for a long time, and he thought it was the best option for him. He believed that he needs a new place to call home, and just a fresh start. And like it, hate it, don't believe it, but you got to support him because he's just such a great teammate, such a great friend. I love him to death, and that's really all I got to say about it.
What kind of steps do you think that this defense can take next year, year 2 under Tressel and his coaching staff?
With the new additions we have, and then, what we have on film in his defense, I think that's a great standpoint because, now the calls are going to be based off of us and who we have in now. And now we can be on the same page, functioning well together. Not saying that in the beginning of the season we aren't on the same page, but, now we have a true sense of how we play as a defense. So, I think it's going to be a great year for us next year.
What would you say? I mean, obviously this year was a big transition with the defense, right?
Yeah.
What would you say if you look back on the regular season worked? What did you guys do well that maybe is specific to this new defense, and where do you need to improve?
I think we always had a smart defense in terms of knowing our assignment and knowing what to do. But I think the biggest issue was just, kind of the playing football aspect of it. I felt like our execution was there, but our fundamentals weren't there also. But I think it's just kind of a mix of, we have smart players when it comes to the playbook, but when the football savvy comes in, that was the disconnect.
One of the things your head coach said, he was asked on a teleconference, was he thought you guys did a better job shutting down big plays later in the season than early in the season. Whether it was like a run against Iowa or some pass plays, I think it was in Buffalo. But what's the key to doing that? Is it guys being in the right spot?
I wouldn't even say that. It's just everyone doing their 1-11.
Okay.
And with that being said, you're going to give up explosives. I mean, that's the nature of the game. But a lot of those explosives go away when everybody's doing their job.
Yeah. You mentioned guys going